In a world overrun with formula movies and lame Hollywood reboots, two brothers from separate mothers scour the outer edges of entertainment to separate the potential cult classics from the B-movie bombs. They watch the films so you don't have to. They are the Keepers of the Fringe.
Hello everybody, welcome to another exciting episode of Keepers of the Fringe. You love us, we love you, it's all one big happy family, right? Sure. I'm Derek, and with me as always is the Deadpool to my cable, Chris.
Hey, how you doing? Nice to see you.
That was lovely.
Thank you. Hey, everybody out there, whoever you are.
And lunch lady.
It's nice to see you, hear you. I'm not doing either of those things. It's nice to know you're there. I don't even know that. Fuck. Hi. That's it.
Alright, so.
It's like Jesus. They love me, but I don't really know it. They could be there. It's like God.
I think you're stretching a little on that one, but sure, why not?
Maybe.
The keepers are...
They might exist. The listener.
Yeah, really. The keepers are always in your hearts. Alright, so let's move on to our topics, shall we? I always have like a stroke on this show, it seems like. So, let's get to our favorite thing first of all, and that would be Star Wars. I don't know what the hell that was.
What a piece of junk!
Ah.
I have the power now.
Oh my god, that is funny!
So recently there was the latest trailer for The Last Jedi finally released. And have you watched it?
I have.
Have I watched it? Nope. Of course I've watched it. I can't not watch. Even if I didn't want to watch it, I'd have to watch it because I do a Star Wars podcast and
you might want to watch it.
I might want to watch it.
Well, keep up on that.
Might wanna. So what'd you think?
It raises lots of questions.
Yes, but I think that's good.
Yeah.
It should.
Except for there's a lot of things that I found out potentially that makes sense now seeing the trailer, but I won't tell you because...
There's a lot of things that people are wondering if they might actually be some kind of misdirection as well.
Yeah, I think some of that definitely was. Like the whole thing with Rey talking to Kylo at the end there.
Yeah.
And then he extends his hand.
Right.
I feel like that's a misdirection.
I do too, yeah.
Because there's no way they would give that away in the trailer.
Yeah.
That does happen.
That seems, yeah. But, yeah, there's some interesting stuff in there, though. It was interesting to finally get a better glimpse at the new walkers there, those gorilla walker things. Yeah. Although I'm still a little confused by them.
Maybe it makes it more 30 or something to have the...
Maybe, I don't know. I guess.
So they can't do the sweep the leg thing like the...
I guess. But it looked like they did actually have like some kind of hand. So are they like partially... Can they use those as hands or...
No.
Is that for like climbing maybe or?
But I noticed that they have the original back legs are like the original AT-AT.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
So that makes it make less sense.
Yeah.
When I think about it. I don't know.
It's weird.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see what that ends up being like. Definitely.
They look slower though.
They do.
So it's like...
They're a lot fucking bigger. Did you see the...
Yeah, they look pretty girthy.
Yeah.
Girth.
They're the girthy walkers. Yeah, so what else? It's been a while.
One thing, the only thing that I'm not a negative exactly, but just I don't like Luke seems like afraid or not as strong, you know.
Yeah.
Like he looks like when she was doing whatever and she cracked the thing and he was like, "Oh, you know." Or, and him saying that he's afraid now of the power, and I'm like...
There might be something behind that. That'll make more sense. We'll see.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, we finally get to see Luke say something, and I'm like... And the first thing he tells us is he's afraid. Like,
I'm scared.
I'm scared. Help me.
I'm scared of the Jedi.
So, yeah, that might be not an issue in the movie, but...
Yeah.
But, like, it makes me... I'm like, don't bring back my favorite characters.
To fuck them up.
Yeah, you killed one already. One of them, another one you have to do something with.
I don't know. There's rumors going around that they might not kill her off. So I don't know what they would do then.
Yeah, but she's gonna...
And if they're gonna do it, they better not do it, like, off screen either. That would fucking suck.
Yeah.
Although it looked like, in the trailer,
Yeah, like he was going to shoot it.
Yeah, like Kylo Ren was going to blow him up, but that could be another misdirection.
Yeah, I don't feel like that they would do that in the trailer either.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that's like, yeah.
Yeah.
But I've heard things story-wise that make a lot of sense to what I saw in the trailer. But you don't want to know that,
Nope.
right? Even a little bit?
No, I do not. Nope. 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 Oh, nope. 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 But,
yeah, plus I don't want to ruin it if anybody doesn't want to know.
Right. But overall, I enjoyed the trailer, and it definitely got me, well, I don't know if I could be more excited for Star Wars to come out, but, you know, it got me more pumped, more jazzed.
What about the Porg? We finally saw a Porg doing something, doing the yell.
Yeah, there was a Porg. I don't know, the Porg,
whatever.
it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, it's just, you know, as long as it's not.
There's also a rumor going around that Chewie eats Porgs, but...
Yeah, like I thought I saw a picture, I don't know, but it looked like he had feathers in his mouth.
Yeah. One thing that did bother me, though, about that is it looked like Chewie was computer animated in that scene, and I did not like that.
Yeah, he did, right? Like
Yeah.
A little bit? Like,
yeah, a little bit.
a little bit.
So I'm not happy about that if that's the case, but we'll see.
Yeah, it seems unnecessary.
Yeah, definitely.
But what was those weird crystal foxes? But it was weird, like they just chucked them in right in the middle of Luke talking.
I know. They were kind of,
like,
they were cool looking, but I'm not sure what the story is behind them yet.
Yeah.
If anything.
I can't really feel like there's any significance to them, really. I mean,
there might not be. It could just be, like, you know, them running. It could be like a kind of a background scene in a way, but they just threw it in because sometimes they do that, you know?
Yeah. But it's just weird that they just cut it into the middle of
I know.
talking.
It made it seem like there was something important about them.
Well, unless the guy making the trailer has a really short attention span.
Maybe.
Like,
ooh, foxes.
This isn't going to go, ooh, foxes. The way you think it is. I guess you would kind of need a short to make trailers.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess that would come in handy on that job, I think.
Yeah, because from what I understand, they don't all, like, it's not, the people that make the trailers aren't always like, you would think it would be the director and stuff, but it's not.
Yeah, I'm sure that they get, well, I don't know, actually, I'm not sure about that. I know a lot of times they don't even get any say in it.
Right, which is a lot of times why trailers sometimes ruin stuff in the movies.
Yeah, I was just reading something with the director. It was a movie that they gave something away recently that they wish they didn't.
Oh, that sounds familiar. Yeah.
Oh, it was for The Kingsman. Showing that Colin Firth was back.
Oh.
Like he pleaded with them to not show that.
Right.
And then
they did.
They showed it.
They showed it.
That ain't right.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird way to do things. It's like, because, why? I mean,
yeah, the director should have some say in the.
Yeah, the director should have like an say, you know, like a final say on it.
At least consulted, you know.
Yeah,
this is what we're showing.
Well, no, you're gonna ruin the movie doing that. They should they should have total say in the trailer.
But see, I think this was a good trailer because it was. Like you got to see some things going on,
right?
But I didn't give away anything.
Yeah, you still have no clue for sure what's going on.
It scratched that itch, and then still have no fucking idea what's going on.
Yeah, that was an itch scratcher, all right. But yeah, so it's you realize it's as of today, it's only 60 days away.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Good, I can finally talk. I hope, well, what I know about it, what I think I know about it, it's kind of cool. It's interesting.
Cool.
And I would like to know your point of view on that.
Cool.
But now I have to wait.
Cool.
You don't want to know anything.
No.
Nope.
No. I don't want to know. All right, so let's move on before you spoil something.
Okay. Oh, Jesus.
Ooh, jeez. That was a little loud.
Yeah, it was.
So, next up we have another trailer for the New Mutants movie.
New Mutants, which we just watched again.
Which, as we know, you just watched again. I just watched for the first time. Because I like to save it.
I feel like you're a little loud there, too.
Yeah, I think I am. So, as we know, they're doing the New Mutants is kind of a horror film, which I think is a fascinating idea.
Yeah, like I like their opening into other genres there. But at the same time, watching the trailer, it looks like any young teen horror with mutant just thrown in there.
Right, that was the one thing. Yeah, I'm like, all right, so you could, because it's a really cool idea to do it as like a horror movie, because the mutants are all misunderstood and all that. But yeah, to just do a stereotypical teenage horror movie would.
But see, that's another thing on the other side of the trailers is that they take movies that don't fit into a category and then make a trailer to fit a category.
Right,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So it might not be that.
Right. But they're just making it look that way.
Yeah, so people can understand.
Right.
Oh, it's scary or something.
Yeah, we gotta make it look like everything else so people will want to go see it.
So you get a taste of what they're shooting for.
Right.
Yeah, it's really weird. Sometimes they totally lie and change the tone of what it actually is.
Yeah.
Like there was something too recently that did, like the way they were selling it was completely different from the trailer.
Yeah.
So when people went to see it, they're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
I don't know. I think Mother was one of those.
Mother.
Because it kind of made it look like a horror. But it's
yeah,
not really.
like I'm still not sure what Mother is.
Yeah, I've tried not to. I kind of think I know what it's about, but I'm trying to stay as far away from it because I want to watch it
at some point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm still like I don't know what it's supposed to be. So, yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do. Hopefully the trailer is not as stereotypical, I guess you could say, as the trailer makes it look. Or as,
I hope it's
cliche.
not like a generic horror movie with mutants thrown in there.
Yeah, instead of like a ghost or something, they're mutants. Because, I mean, there's some really cool stuff you could do with like mutant powers and stuff. If the one angle that makes sense that they went for is that the mutants they're like
they're like new to their powers.
Right?
So I could see a scary element there,
right,
to them and other people around them, like
because they're still they don't totally understand what their powers are and what they can do. Yeah, so that would make sense.
That would be scary if you're like,
right.
Yeah, I was like a normal kid riding my bike and all this. Then I melt the neighbor's face.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, because if you because totally, yeah. Like no, but like some of the more famous horror movies, you could kind of, if you think of them as they could have like a mutant spin on them if you think of them that way, like Carrie, or Firestarter. Like, what if they were, they're just mutants?
Yeah, that kind of works.
Yeah,
could be that.
Yeah.
Hey, good job. There.
There's
a person there. Kudos to you, sir.
Anyway,
but you know
what I mean, right? Like,
yeah, that totally could be a mutant,
right? If it like you could totally put that in the X-Men universe as a mutant, and be like, and that's why.
Yeah, but it's interesting. I like that. It's it's definitely going to be not something we've seen. So
yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
So that's intriguing.
That is intriguing. I like it. I like that they're going that way with it. That's the thing with the superhero movies. What you want to do is not just keep doing the same old superhero movie over and over again, but you can throw these characters into other types of movies, and it will be interesting as well, as we've seen them do a couple of times.
Yeah, I just hope they have the vision enough to to not try to, cram it into a cookie cutter of that genre.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's a horror, so there's gotta be horror in the movie now. You know what I mean?
Yep, I know
because
exactly.
It shouldn't be a straight horror, but there's definitely, you know what I mean? Like it shouldn't just be like a.
Yeah.
One thing that bothered me in the trailer is that it's like, this isn't a hospital, it's a haunted house.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what I just read about them saying that, and in an interview somebody said, "Oh, I want it'll be like a haunted house thing." And I'm like,
yeah, I know.
To really drive that point,
you're like, nailed it, drilled it down.
It's a haunted house.
It's a haunted house.
Nobody would say that.
No. All right, so,
but yeah, interesting. What did it say? April?
Oh shit!
I think it said April 13th.
I think so, something like that. Which I think is Friday the 13th. All right, let's move on, shall we?
Okay.
Next up, we have some talk about possibly doing. Well, it's just. What's the word I'm looking for? Hopeful talk of someday doing an all-female led Avengers movie.
Yeah, with Tessa Thompson. I think she talked to Kevin Feige. And I think at the Thor premiere or something. I guess they all came up behind him and were like, "Hey, how about us?"
I'm okay with the idea, but I don't want them to be just another Avengers team.
Yeah.
Give them their own team.
I don't like the gimmick thing, it's all women, I know. I don't have any issue with that, but I mean, I don't like,
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
It just feels like that.
Oh, we'll just do a female team. No, it's like...
Yeah.
But if you want to put some of the female characters together to create a team, that would be cool. But the other thing is they need to get some more female characters before they do that, really.
Yeah, I don't think they have a strong enough roster there.
I don't know, what is it? They got Black Widow. They're going to have Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Scarlet Witch.
Gamora. Yeah, but you're going to pull Gamora out of space.
Well, that's what they were saying.
See,
and Lady Sif and Valkyrie.
Which is fine and all, but, I want to see,
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk. Yeah, exactly. I love She-Hulk. I want them to bring her into the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
And it'd be nice if we could, well, you can't do that, but get some X-Men in there, too. But
yeah. Not
Sue
yet.
Storm.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But, yeah, I feel like you need more.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If they're going to do something like that, you need some more or different characters.
Yeah.
Because there are some really good female Marvel characters, but they're just not in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as of yet.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of them that are still not in play.
Yeah. So bring them in.
Yeah, but I mean,
do it right.
But I mean, I wouldn't like that if somebody said, "Hey, we're going to make an all-man movie."
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people think that's already what happens, which to some degree, yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I would still watch it because I care about characters and stuff.
Right.
I'm not like, oh yeah, I need that. But I mean, I understand for women that's probably more important, and that makes sense because
right, yeah,
they don't really have that.
But yeah, don't make it a gimmick though.
Yeah,
there's a fine line there, and you got to watch out for that.
Yeah, and plus, because that studios and shit don't give a fuck. They're like,
right,
money. That's it.
Yeah.
If they think they can make money doing that,
right,
they're gonna do it. If they don't think so,
Yeah. That's why I'm always like, don't do an all male or all female anything. If you're gonna do something, do like a mixed, thing. That's
yeah, they
men and women working together.
More women prominent in the Avengers movies. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, definitely do that. Yeah, but yeah,
but I can understand on their end because they don't really actually get a lot of screen time there. I mean, Black Widow doesn't really too much.
And
I think Gamora was.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
as important as the rest of them.
Yeah, and the other thing is Black Widow doesn't have any actual powers or anything. She's just a good agent.
Oh, okay. What else?
She's a good well trained assassin. Agent.
Being fine is not a superpower.
Anyway,
fine.
Yeah.
I had to ruin it, didn't I?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No.
That's
yeah,
cool.
I say go ahead, go for it. Just don't make it a gimmick.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I don't want to see the trailer and then hear the song, Sisters are doing it for themselves.
No.
None of that.
Like, don't make it, we're going to do an all-female Avengers. It's an Avengers. They just happen to be all-female. No big deal. Anyway, let's move on, shall we?
Damn, it goes right through my soul.
Shut up. So, keeping on the Marvel train, I like this. So there's been talk lately that starting with Thor Ragnarok, that's coming out next month.
Yes. Yay.
The Hulk is going to have his own story arc, and it's going to be a trilogy that'll take place starting Thor Ragnarok and continue on to the next 2 Avengers movies.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
That is freaking cool.
He's kind of got the Shaftaroni there too.
Shaftaroni,
along with the the other couple other characters.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like Hawkeye. I get it, Shaft, Hawkeye. It's arrow, bows, and
didn't mean that.
He shoots the.
Didn't.
It did.
Wasn't going there.
Yeah. Yeah. So because from everything we've heard and everything, it looks like the Hulk is not going to get another solo movie on his own anytime soon, if
that makes
ever.
Me sad.
That does make me sad. Yeah.
He deserves it.
Yeah.
I think it could be
He's
cool.
awesome.
It would be totally different, and it would be getting some of the more cerebral aspects of the whole thing. And
yeah, but not the way Ang Lee did it.
Yeah, except for I don't hate that movie.
I don't either, actually.
I mean, it's got issues, but
it's got.
I was so thrilled to see a Hulk movie.
Oh yeah.
It kind of overrode a lot of it.
Yeah.
There was a lot of goofy shit in there.
Yeah, like the Hulk dogs and the
Hulk dogs. It kind of looks like boy band Shrek in there. Boy band Shrek with the hair and the.
Yeah, although at the time he looked awesome.
Ooh, yeah,
well, because that's what we had at the time.
Yeah, but I think he still looked a little weird, but it was still cool. But it was cool, like on the whole part with the desert. He's taking out the tanks and leaping around and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's
awesome.
fucking awesome.
Yep.
Like, yes, I've been wanting to see that my whole life.
I know, right? And then The Incredible Hulk was disappointing.
Yeah, I didn't really like that.
Yeah, it didn't quite work for me. So then...
That's the only movie I ever yelled at somebody. The first.
I remember you telling me about that, yeah.
I was trying to tell this quickly. I went there. It was like a Tuesday at like noon or 1 or something. I'm like, nobody's going to be there. And it's already been out for a week or a couple weeks.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And I'm like, this is going to be awesome.
Right.
Because especially on that period, we were having a lot of issues with people talking during movies all the time. Remember?
Yeah,
like, we couldn't go to the movies without somebody pissing us off.
Oh.
So I went there specifically to avoid that. So I went there. There was like a guy and his kid. And nobody, and I was like, this is awesome. So I'm sitting there, like a half an hour in, these 3 teenagers come in, talking already, and they sit, the whole place is empty, they sit directly across from me, just talking. And I'm like, I was trying to, like, left my body, I'm like, motherfucker. And then, like, the kid's there for like 20 minutes, right? And he's like, this movie sucks. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. I yelled, shut the fuck up, my teenagers. I'm like, I was so mad. Like, I'm gonna fucking Steven Seagal all you fuckers and stick you in the back fucking row and snap your neck and fucking. I was pissed. But then they were like, I said that, and the kid's like, you. And I'm like, and then I was like, I was trying to. I felt bad because I'm like, I yelled at people. But then I was like, just, they were these little kids. I'm like, I'll fucking just lay on you. That was
fuck you.
But then then they were just, whatever. And one kid got up and just ran up to the screen and touched it and ran back to and then I started laughing, but I'm like, I was trying to be mad still.
And that's the part you hate. Like, remember when we went to see, was it Return of the Jedi? One of the Star Wars special editions.
The special editions.
And there was these kids in front of us, and we were pissed off because
they were right behind us. I think.
Yeah, I think it was right behind us because they were talking the whole time. And they were pissing us off. And then one kid said a fucking joke, and it was actually funny. So we were like,
the baby Wookiee. Or
yeah, he like my mom went to the store to buy a baby Wookiee, and all they had was Ewoks.
Oh, he did
something like that. We were like, it was so like I was trying not to laugh. I'm like, fuck, like I'm pissed off at the kid, but he fucking made me laugh. Fuck.
Yeah, like,
that's even worse.
I just don't get that. I'm like, I've never, even when I was a kid, I never talked during the fucking movie.
No,
but. Before the movie was done, I reeled it back in and I would say a couple things, and then it got cool because I'm like, I don't want to be,
Yeah.
And then I'm like, we are gonna all leave at the same time too, so you better fucking watch what you fucking say because I will put my foot in your ass.
Yeah, really.
But yeah, the best one I ever seen though was like we went to go. I think it was one of the fucking Narnia movies, which whatever.
Yeah.
But there was this guy on the phone this kid just talking.
Oh.
And we were just like,
oh.
Fuck. He was acting like he was like nobody else was in the room. But then I was sitting there and all of a sudden I just hear, get off the phone! Like the guy got up and like leaned over right at his head, right in his ear and just yelled as loud as he could, get off the phone. Get scared the shit out of him. Like, and the kid just like slowly like dropped his phone down and like and I think everybody started clapping. It was fucking awesome. I was like, yes, you're my fucking hero.
Man, we've had some weird shit happen. Remember the Me, Myself, and Irene? Holy fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. It was so weird. It was like a good chunk. I mean, almost 10 years that I'd say that we go to the movies and we just be surrounded by fucking idiots or people that just couldn't shut the fuck up, and you're like, and
shit.
Oh no, the pen dropped.
Don't you fall.
But yeah, like if anybody comes in like after the movie starts,
yeah,
you know that they're gonna suck.
They're fucking assholes.
And if they have like 3 kids with them, you're just like, you should just leave. You should just leave and get it over with. But yeah, it was like, and it was like an old couple.
Yeah.
But it was like an old lady and her husband, I'm assuming. Was it? I don't know.
I don't remember.
But she was, me, myself, she's explaining the movie to him while it's happening. And then if you remember like, the part where Jim Carrey, his wife winds up having a black baby. And then the woman's like, the baby's black, but he's not black. She's like explaining the joke.
What the fuck, are you serious?
I'm like, what's going on, man? It's just constantly kept explaining things. I'm like,
that's like when my wife and I went to go see Castaway, and this old couple sat kind of near us, and there was like nobody else in the theater at the time. I was sitting there, and she's like talking. The old lady's talking to her husband, explaining everything to him. So at one point she goes, "Well, he named the ball Wilson because Wilson's the kind of ball it is." And we're like, "Yeah, no shit, thanks, lady."
There's one a little box of bozo badges. There you go. Shut the fuck up. The last one that annoyed me was The Hobbit, I think. Because nothing really bad happened except the guy directly in front of me, 5 minutes in, fell asleep and just snored the whole fucking movie. I was like, oh my god. That's why I don't like going. It's just.
It's like you remember one time we went to the movies with a couple of our friends, and I won't name them, but I think it was you or somebody else had a box of candy they were trying to open and they couldn't open. So one of our friends pulled out his pocket knife, only it was like a big ass pocket knife, and he like cut it open and stuff. And after that, everybody around us was fucking quiet as a fucking.
Yeah, nobody said shit after the knife came out.
Anyway,
that's a nice little stroll there.
Yeah, it was a little stroll down. What the hell? Where'd we?
I don't fucking know.
Oh yeah,
we were talking
about the Hulk story arc.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so cool idea. I'd like to see more of the Hulk.
Yeah, hopefully, hopefully if it is, well, it's going to be hard to tell if it's well received because it's going to be
in the middle of another.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the middle of 3 other movies.
But if it's interesting enough, maybe it could.
It's a cool idea though. I like that. I like that they're giving him more.
I wonder if it's going to be like the World War Hulk thing because he knows he's already kind of starting that.
Yeah.
I can't imagine he's got too much more of an arc than that in the Thor movie.
Yeah, that would be my guess too.
So they're probably going to continue that.
But that's cool. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy about that.
He doesn't get no love, man.
Yeah, the Hulk ain't got no love.
That ain't right.
That ain't right. All right, so let's move on to somebody who has gotten some love.
You're... I'm not gonna say it. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I implied it.
So, this goes back to a story we mentioned on a previous episode or two, and it seems that horror zombie.
Horror zombie.
Let's see.
Is this like word association thing? Or?
Yeah, kind of like the grand. I guess I don't know.
Jeez.
I'm trying to make it sound
horror
good.
zombie. I guess I would think it. Oh, zombie. Grandfather. What the sad thing is, I think I know what you're talking about.
So anyway, George Romero, what would you say, grandfather of zombies?
Horror zombie grandfather.
Horror zombie grandfather. When last we heard, they were trying to raise money to get him a star on the Walk of Fame, and now it looks like that has succeeded because
horror zombie grandfather. Yeah, he's finally getting his star there.
George Romero is finally getting his own star. Yay! So that's awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
On October 25th, he's getting it.
Yeah, so
that's kind of appropriate.
Yeah, so and it's gonna have Edgar Wright's gonna be there, and Greg Nicotero. Nice. They're gonna be giving speeches, and they're gonna his wife's gonna. I think they give him some kind of a plaque thing too or something.
Nice. That's
but
awesome.
Yeah, if anybody's down there, anybody listening who's in L.A., man, I would like to go there. But
that's awesome.
That's
Congratulations, cool. George Romero. Well deserved.
Yeah, I mean, especially the fucking ass clowns they have on there. I mean, him not being there is a fucking travesty.
No shit, right? He actually deserves it.
Yeah. So that's good news to hear that.
That's very good news. And yeah, that'll be interesting. They might have the ceremony online or something you can check out. So good news. It's nice to see somebody get something they deserve, the respect they deserve.
I tell you, I was like, I tell you, I was like.
Alrighty, so let's move on, shall we? Next up, we have some news about a sequel, an interesting sequel for Beetlejuice. Uh-oh. Now, does the same person have to say it twice, or does it matter if say it 3 times?
Or does it 3 consecutive Beetlejuices?
Oh, that might not count because it's plural.
We said words right after too.
Yeah, that's true.
I think they have to be in a row.
Oh, I got you right.
But I think anybody can say it.
So if 3 different people said it all, it's
Yeah.
But what if they said it all at the same time? Would that count or not count? It has to be one after the other, right? Like if 3
it'd be
people
like a chorusy
they all screamed out Beetlejuice, they wouldn't count. That wouldn't count as one, right? What are the fucking
Or maybe
rules?
he's come through like the monkey and the fly. He just be all inside out and just kill me. Just confuse him and just
all right, so they've been working on a sequel to Beetlejuice for years now, and they finally have a writer working on it.
Yeah, have fun on that one.
Mike V, we'll call him Mike V.
Vuhastmi. Vuhastmich.
Vuhadinovich.
Yeah, I tried to go over it a few times to get a nice flow on it.
Vuhadinovich.
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 I feel like part of that is silent somewhere in there, but
the rest of it's all silent.
Yeah, I was right now like, oh, he's gonna fucking mangle that shit. I can't wait to watch.
Shit. Whoa.
You didn't do that bad though.
Rememory? What's that?
The movie. It has Peter.
Oh, thanks. Really, I didn't know that.
I looked it up and I've heard mixed stuff about it, or read. There's Peter Dinklage in it.
Huh.
I remember hearing that it was not good, but I don't know, it kind of fell in the middle there, like a 6 out of 10. But I'm like, that's all he's written. And
Really?
I'm like, this guy's gonna be writing Beetlejuice?
Interesting.
That seems
Odd.
wrong.
Who does he know?
I don't know. Who the hell?
Right there's the question.
He's gotta be somebody's nephew or.
Nut
I'm like-
polisher.
But I'm assuming. Well, actually, Tim Burton and Michael Keaton are not signed on, really.
No, but Michael Keaton has expressed interest in doing it. So
And they're working together right now on the live action Dumbo movie. So
that's weird.
I think they're like, hey, we want to work together again. And
Yeah.
see, that would be fucking. I would like to see that. That's another one I would like to see.
If they do it right, yes. Now, my wife and I were talking about it earlier today, and she's the one who told me she's seen Michael Keaton on some talk shows, and he said he would love to do it. But we were talking about what they could do story wise, and it's not, are they going to do like a whole new family or have anybody else from the previous movie? Is Winona Ryder going to be involved? Things like that.
I don't know. It's kind of hard.
Are they going to have Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis come back? They're going to use those two again, or
I think they age too much though, because they're dead. So
you saying ghosts can't age?
Well, I wouldn't think so. Really.
You don't think ghosts can?
And he is obviously older, but he's going to be all made up. So I think he could get a pass on it and not look too out of place. You know what I mean?
Plus, with someone like Beetlejuice, he goes through some shit. So if he looks a little
the more disheveled he looks there, kind of the better. But
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin looks a lot different now.
Yeah.
You know those little pellets that you stick in the water and then they expand? He's kind of like that version of himself right now.
It's been a little while, but I think Gina Davis might look different too.
Yeah, I think she still looks okay, but I mean...
I haven't seen her in a while. But, so, I don't know, like...
But it's like, wait, I don't know if I want to see that, just to retread the...
Yeah. So, like, part of me is kind of excited, because it's like, oh, that'd be kind of cool to see Beetlejuice again, but then the other part of me is, well, everybody's a lot older now, and this writer now is somebody who, has written this one thing, and so now I'm like, Tim Burton will come back and do it.
Well, I could see maybe something with Winona Ryder, maybe her daughter or something.
Maybe.
And since he got the L shaft on the last one there, he wants to get revenge on Winona and tries to, like, either kills her daughter and Winona has to go to the other side to get her back or some shit like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like something like that, or try to, like, do something to get revenge.
I could do something like that.
Yeah, like
could be interesting.
A revenge best served cold kind of thing. Because you're dead, so time is nothing.
Right.
So it's been like 30 years for Winona, but it could be like just yesterday compared to him because he's fucking eternity.
Yeah. Is he? I wonder how eternity's...
Well, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, years
I
don't think really pass the same as...
No, I know. I was making a joke there.
Don't do it. I I don't know. That's just off the top of my head right now. I can see something like that.
Brilliant.
But I don't know if that would be generic or I don't know. But that's the closest I can really with the old cast kind of something.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe they'll do something like that. That's the thing. Like I'm saying, like part of me is like excited because that could be cool, and part of me is like, is it too much time passed? So we'll see.
But I'm down. I want to see it.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm sure Mike Vagan do has the Mitch Vagenheimen Flurgen Mergen. I'm sure he'll do a good job.
Mike, get me a sandwich.
Mike, get me a sandwich. Dovich.
All right, so speaking of things that have aged, actor John Rhys Davies wants in on the next Indiana Jones film. Indy.
I guess he was offered a role in the last one, but it would be at the wedding, so he didn't feel like that was a big enough part for him to do it.
Right. I think I might have heard something like that before. But anyway. Oh, really sorry.
No.
Excuse me.
Especially, I don't know how many more they're doing. Maybe 6. Maybe another one after this one. The tops, I think.
Maybe it'll keep going on for eternity.
Well, I mean, with Harrison Ford and stuff, I don't think too many more.
No, not too many more with him.
So, I think it makes sense in a way to have,
Yeah.
Like, I would love to see fucking Short Round.
That
would be great.
Wonder where the actor who played Short Round is now.
I don't know. I think I saw him not that long ago, and I think they would need to get somebody else.
You think?
Just because
he might be a little.
I don't even think he's acting, so he's not even.
Yeah. So it could be interesting, depending on what direction they go with the movie and all that. Okay. I don't know. I'm still iffy on it though. Yeah. After the last one.
Yeah, but we need something to not leave that as the last one.
Yeah.
I rewatched it not that long ago.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not good. Not good. No, but it's not. I don't know. There are some things to get out of it that are not terrible.
Sure. Yeah.
But there's a lot of sucky things.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I liked the whole idea of bringing Indy into like the next, a new decade and all that because he's older and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of have to do that.
Yeah. And having instead of Nazis like Russians and stuff. But
yeah.
I think one of the big mistakes was Shia LaBeouf. LaBeouf. Somebody took a LaBeouf on it.
And John Hurt, too. Like, I mean, I like John Hurt, but the way his character was.
Yeah.
I didn't really dig it.
Dig it. Can you dig it?
He was kind of annoying. Karen Allen wasn't. I don't think she acted really in a long time when they brought her in.
Yeah.
And she wasn't that great.
Yeah.
And then a lot of just goofy CG bullshit. The ants.
Yeah.
The monkeys. And there's more.
And
but
monkeys and just the whole Crystal Skull thing was kind of
Yeah. One thing that I really didn't like
weird.
Was when they were escaping and he got in the quicksand. Remember that?
Yeah.
And then Shia throws him a snake, like a big ass.
Yeah.
He grabs the snake, and then he doesn't want to grab the snake, of course.
And...
But it's just like that was just so cheesy.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that they throw the snake joke in there, but it was just like use this as a rope, a giant ass snake.
Yeah.
It just seemed way out of place to me.
I know, right? It was just really, really wrong.
It was just goofy.
Yeah, it just wasn't done right. So
yeah, they need to end it on something better than that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I can't have that as the last one.
Fuck no.
So I say bring all them motherfuckers back.
Yeah.
Willie. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ever? Well, you can never come back. Well, now he's married.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I'd love to see fucking Short Round. I would like to see Short Round as like a rival.
oh,
Or like he's got his own thing going on.
I like
He's
that.
kinda like-
Yeah,
Went to the dark side or something a
yeah,
little bit.
that'd be cool.
And then they would work together, and then they would be like, he kind of, not tricked him, but
Right, yeah.
Indy, but something.
Kind of double crossed them in a way,
Yeah.
or like he had an ulterior motive at the whole time.
Yeah, something like
I
that.
like that.
That'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah, that would be. Beer.
Bruh. I guess they probably would change how he talks, though. But, but I think the guy really
yes, they
talks like
would,
that.
yeah.
Though, but I mean,
Yeah.
I guess it's not right.
Yeah. So, yeah, bring on John Rhys Davies. I always enjoy him.
He's good shit.
Yeah, and he was awesome as that character. So, next up, I'm liking this. You know, there's been talk of them doing something on Why the Last Man, which is a great story,
Yes.
which I need to finish reading. A movie, the TV show, they've bounced things around. But now, there's talk that Elijah Wood would like to play the main character in Why the Last Man Standing. And I'm all for it.
Yeah, it's not like who I mean, not that I'm like wicked. I mean, I remember reading it, and I really liked it. But he wasn't not really who I pictured. But
No, but I like Elijah Wood.
yeah, I think he could do a good job. This is just him saying that, though. But
Yeah.
they actually are. FX is working on it right now, I guess.
Yeah.
The series.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. So, that'd be
Which
cool.
is pretty cool.
I'd like to see that. Speaking of Elijah Wood, the new season of Dirk Gently just started.
Oh, yeah, how's that been?
I haven't watched the new one yet, but
Yeah, but
the first season was good. I really enjoyed it. It was really weird and funky, and it was really good. I really liked it. Got all crazy and shit. It's cool.
nice.
Very sci-fi and stuff. Very cool. Very cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a fun show. So I'm looking forward to this new season.
There's so many
And
shows.
I know. I do like Elijah Wood. I've really kind of started to like him more and more over the years. Ever since Lord of the Rings, you know, I liked him in there. And then, Wilfred.
Yeah, I never watched that.
That show was awesome. I love that show. I kind of miss that show in a way.
Yeah, I like Elijah Wood. He's good.
Yeah. Speaking of shows, I finally have watched Inhumans.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's not bad. I like it. It takes a little getting used to, I think. You got to kind of warm up to it, but I like it. It's not bad. Again, not that it matters because I've already canceled it, but
Yeah.
it's not as
But
bad.
I mean, I don't know if people watching it, or is it...
I don't know. But it's not as bad as I expected it to be from what I read. So, you know, there's a lesson in there for you.
The one thing I don't like is that, I mean, it might make sense in the story, but they got rid of Medusa's hair just to...
Yeah, it did make sense in the story, yes.
Yeah, but they probably were like,
Yeah.
you can't fucking win right
Like,
here.
yeah.
Shave her!
Shave it!
Shave it!
Shave it! So, yeah. I mean, it was actually a part of the story, so yeah.
Yeah, but they wrote it, so I'm sure they...
No, but I know, but what I'm saying
And
is...
plus, it's whatever it must cost to animate that.
Actually, it was... Yeah, no shit. Actually, though, it was a good... The scene where her head gets shaved was actually a pretty good scene.
Yeah, like from what I know, it makes sense,
Yeah. And it was...
but I'm sure.
Yeah.
So,
It was a part of the story. So there's that. Have you watched The Gifted yet?
No.
That show's good. I'm enjoying that show.
Yeah.
You still haven't watched Legion, have you?
No.
You gotta check that one out. That one's awesome.
Legion.
Legion! I am Legion!
I do. Yeah, I keep forgetting all of this.
I
Too
know.
much.
There's so much. Some of it's really good. Some of it,
I have
all the-
so many things to watch. I mean, just aside from all the movies that I have for us to watch,
Oh, yeah.
I have so many other things that...
I know. There's just like tons of stuff. It's too much. I mean, it'd be nice if we could get paid to just sit there and watch shit, because I do that 24 hours a day. But
That was a day.
sorry, maybe not, but you gotta sleep sometimes, sucker.
Fool. Fool. I pay a fool that doesn't sleep sometimes. Sucker.
All right, so
That's another thing. I've just not been in the mood to watch shit, too.
yeah,
Like, I sit there, like, I sit there for hours gearing up for it, and then I don't wind up doing it.
You're like,
and then I'm like, I just spend time on the computer or something.
Yeah.
Instead of actually watching something.
I was like that a while ago, but I kind of pull myself out of it. Watch your shit, all right.
The only thing I've been watching is the news still. I still can't stop.
I don't say
The 24 hours.
it's fucking depressing, man.
It is depressing.
Why are you watching that shit?
Because it makes me happy on some level to know that there's somebody keeping an eye on this shit. Because it's such a clusterfuck. But it is sad.
It is, yeah.
But it makes me so angry.
Yeah.
I just like to see somebody saying what I think or as aware of how I feel or see things are going.
Right.
That makes me feel good. And then every day there's something new to know, so that's another thing.
I know, but it's just, ugh.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting burned out.
I can only take small chunks of the news.
Yeah, I mean, normally I didn't watch that much, but there's all the horrible shit going on in the world. It's
yeah,
just like, what's going on, man?
Anyway, so
it's terrible.
Let's move on.
Yeah, that's a nice fucking.
So in a bit of better news, I don't know if you. John Carpenter says that the new Halloween is going to be a direct sequel to the first movie.
Yeah. Which is interesting.
Interesting.
I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I think it's good in a way because it's so convoluted and fucked up. But the second movie is the same night as the first movie.
Right. So how?
That's weird.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like where it ends. At the end of the first one, he goes out the window, and then Jamie Lee Curtis and Donald Pleasance are there, and they look out the window, and he's not there anymore.
Right.
So they're like left with the cliffhanger. But at the end of the second one, he winds up burning. So they were like, "I'm killing him, so they can't keep making him." That's what they wanted to do.
Right.
That's why the third one didn't have him in it at all. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
So, yeah.
I don't know how to feel about it.
I guess you'll have to wait and see. So, does that mean they're going to ignore the second movie, or?
Yeah. Well, I guess they could do like
how's that going to work? Yeah.
Alternate reality or something. Like that. Some crazy shit. Act like that didn't happen.
Strange.
It's weird because I think there's was it Judy Greer, I think, is going to play Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter, supposedly.
Interesting.
Which is weird. Yeah, because when she came back in the H2O one, she had a son.
Oh.
So it's just weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work.
I don't know.
Or if it is. I don't know.
I'm definitely interested to see it though, but even if they are shitty, I still like movies to have some kind of a cohesive.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, some kind of continuity.
Yeah, because I don't know. Except for I was okay with the X-Men being rewritten.
Yeah, but they did that in a way that actually made sense.
Yeah, because it could still count.
So, speaking of continuity, they're now saying that they want to make Pacific Rim a cinematic universe of its own.
Yeah,
which is odd. I saw the trailer for Pacific Rim 2 again at the movies the other day. I went to see Blade Runner, and I'm excited for this movie. I want to, kind of jazz for it.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be fun.
Should be, yeah, exactly, fun.
Remember that, kids?
Vaguely.
Fun.
But now they're saying they want to make Pacific Rim an entire cinematic universe of its own. Which means,
oh, you got like a story?
Yeah, I have a story on it. Oh. The director, Stephen S. DeKnight. I am DeKnight. I am the Batman. No. Huh?
Are you the knight that says neat?
I am the knight that says the neat. So anyway, the director was talking to Nerdist, and he said, this is a quote from him, I am certainly hoping so in regards to making it a cinematic universe. I think you'll definitely probably get more comics. The plan was always to use this movie as a launching pad. If enough people show up to this, we've already talked about the plot of the third movie, and how the end of the third movie would expand the universe to a Star Wars / Star Trek style franchise or series, where you can go in many, many different directions. You can go main canon, you can go spin-offs, you can go one-offs. Yeah, that's the plan. And I would love to see an animated TV show based on this. So
we're going to milk it and run into the fucking ground.
Basically.
America! Oh.
Or at least there's going to be more. There is actually, because remember, there was a time when we didn't think there would be any more Pacific Rim.
Yeah. I hope it does well.
I hope so, too.
And I think that's true. I mean, I think you could, it doesn't have to be in the main storyline.
Yeah.
You could do whatever.
You could do some interesting things with that, with some other parts of it, I think.
And, giant robots fighting monsters. You can't beat that shit.
You fucking can't beat that with a fucking stick. Fucking. So,
Horror.
What?
Zombie grandfather.
Speaking of horror zombie grandfathers, good news, folks. There's some excellent news out there. Hey, all right. Sorry. Ash vs. Evil Dead has finally got a premiere date for its third season.
Yippee!
Yippee!
Gunshot noises.
Pew, pew.
Like I'm celebrating. Yeah, okay.
So, as we also discussed in a previous episode, you guys would know this if you listen to our show on a regular basis.
They don't.
There was a time where they weren't sure what was happening with the next season of Evil Dead. I think it had been done filming already.
Yeah.
And Bruce Campbell himself said, nobody's told us anything, so we don't know what's going on with it. And
there is a petition going on right now, actually, too.
Is there?
To get it renewed for at least till 5 seasons.
Interesting. And I think you had told me before that Starz has... is it Starz?
Yeah, I think they're known for
not
cutting the series.
Yeah, cutting series short and stuff. But now, Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 3 has a release date. So that's good news. And that release date is February 25th, 2018. Just in time for our birthdays. Look at that.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that nice? Some people must be listening because isn't that nice?
That's nice.
That's nice. Isn't that nice? That's nice. Some people must listen to this show because they're putting things around our birthday a lot lately, it seems.
Yeah, I'm sure it's all about us.
I know. I know it is. It's our fans. They're like, since you guys love Ash vs. Evil Dead so much, we're going to pop that shit out right around your birthday.
You're welcome.
Thanks, man. Anyway, so...
But the petition, though, look online, kiddos. It's floating around there. I don't know exactly the right place to look for it. I saw a couple different places. But if anybody's interested in keeping it alive...
Keep it alive.
Find the petition. Sign that shit.
Yeah, man.
Don't steal it and buy the DVDs and don't steal it again. Watch it.
So they'll know
that people give a fuck.
Right. And they'll keep going. So congratulations to all the crew, everybody at the Ash vs. Evil Dead. We're looking forward to seeing you again.
That means I have to buy stars again. Bollocks.
I know. It's worth it, though. That show is so awesome.
Yeah, but that's all I ever watched.
I know. I know. Well, that show did have one of the greatest moments I've ever seen on television.
Oh, I heard that they outdo that.
Ah, that's what I want to see. I want to see what they do. All I'm going to say, kids, is not the butt.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy.
That was. I couldn't believe that. Oh, man, that was so awesome. So, that's good news. But wait, there's more.
What the what?
Good news. There is news that one of our childhood favorite shows is making a comeback, is being rebooted. And that show is...
Maude?
Yes, Maude!
Maude! Well, that was a little before.
Although I don't know how... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do Maude.
That's the first weird...
It just won't be the same without B. Arthur.
You need B. Arthur.
You need B. Anyway, not Maude.
What a piece of junk!
That was a good show, mostly.
Yeah. Actually, I never watched it that much. But anyway. No, I'm talking about Amazing Stories.
Ooh.
So...
Synchronized ooh-ing.
I'd put that as a title, but I'm not quite sure how to. Yeah, so Apple is planning on doing their own shows.
Yeah, what does that mean? Like, just like you can download it off their thing or whatever?
I'm guessing, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess so.
See, that's one thing I don't like, though. Everything's getting separated in all these different services, and
it's going to make it more difficult.
it's going to be a nightmare to watch anything.
Yeah. So Steven Spielberg is going to be a part of it, which is good. And Apple has reportedly set a $5 million budget per episode, which is on par for many shows produced for cable networks and streaming services. So they're actually going to, put
That's
some
crazy.
shit
How
into
do you
it.
think that?
Yeah, no shit, right? $5 million?
Like, you know how many people could be, like, set for life off of one episode of a shitty TV show?
Yeah, shit, right?
I try not to. It's just the priority thing. It's crazy.
I know.
Wow.
There's currently no release date for it, but a 2018 or 2019 debut seems likely.
I mean, it's good that he's involved with it. Did it say who else was
Yeah.
it? What was it? Somebody else too?
Yes, Brian Fuller.
Sounds familiar, but I don't know. It's a mixed thing there, because usually you bring back shit.
Yeah,
It's just not as good.
I know.
And overall, the Amazing Stories was a good program.
I loved Amazing Stories. I wish I'd been on longer.
Yeah, surprisingly, it didn't last longer.
Yeah, it seems like
I don't know if they had a set amount they wanted to do, or it got canceled. I don't know.
Yeah, it just seems like they didn't give it enough of a chance. But yeah, who knows the storyline behind that. But anyway, so the new Amazing Stories. Looking forward to that coming back. But again, as you mentioned, things have a way of not living up to their originals when they bring them back. Sometimes.
Yeah, anthology series. Well, isn't there one on Netflix, right? Like Black Mirror?
Black Mirror. That I have that on my queue, but I haven't watched it yet. But it's supposed to be really good.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
And I know one of the episodes actually won some Emmys and stuff, so that's kind of cool.
Well, that's good.
Yeah! Well,
Yeah.
it doesn't usually happen, though.
Yeah.
Genre shows like that, so that's a good thing.
No, yeah, that's cool.
So, cool.
I miss those.
I know, I do too.
They're always fun to watch.
Yeah. I gotta start watching Black Mirror. I've heard it's really good. Really good show. I heard it's kind of like a new version of Twilight Zone-ish kind of thing.
That's cool.
And so, excuse me, my headphones have... There we go.
Reclaiming my time.
What?
Reclaiming my time.
Oh.
You seen that?
No.
Oh.
What was that
It
from?
was a news thing.
Oh.
There was like a committee thing going on.
Oh.
But the
You,
senator said it. The guy kept talking and not answering the question. And she was like, and they only have a certain amount of time.
yeah.
She kept saying, reclaiming my time.
All right, so let's move on, shall we?
Okay.
Our final story of the evening, we shall return to whence we began. Ha
Whoa.
Yeah, it's all
Like-
it's like the
Spiritual and
circle of
or like
life
salmon.
and shit.
salmon.
Yeah, we're like fucking
I
salmon.
like salmon.
We're in like the
We come back to where we began.
Yeah. So anyway, we're talking about another story about Star Wars.
2 in one show.
I know. You might think this was a Star Wars show, but no. Star Wars is just a great love of ours.
Yes.
Our
harsh mistress.
Our first girlfriend.
Star Wars.
Anyways, there's a book that has come out recently.
You lost me.
It's also an audiobook.
It got words in it.
It's got words.
Scary.
You got to do some reading.
No. It's got pictures.
It's got, I don't know.
Probably not.
Probably not.
I'm just joking.
It does have an audiobook, though, because there's some big-time celebrities doing voice work for it.
Is Morgan Freeman in it?
I don't think so.
Oh, fuck that book, then. Fuck that audiobook.
Anyway, the book is called Star Wars from a Certain Point of View.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah. So, it's basically the Star Wars movies told from other people's point of views. Yeah, other than the main cast. And according to this book, they finally have an answer to the question about Rogue One and A New Hope, the time frame between the two movies. And according to this book, an entire hour separates the end of Rogue One and the opening of Star Wars.
That's interesting to know.
Isn't it? Rogue One ended with the plans making their way into the hands of Princess Leia. The ship escapes, and it says the ship was initially docked with the Profundity, another ship, because a previous mission had left it in rough shape, requiring repairs to both its offensive and defensive components in addition to its hyperdrive. Knowing the peril they were in, the Tantive 4 was barely able to make an escape with the plans, setting their sights on Tatooine, because they were going after to find General Kenobi. Obi-Wan, can you blow me? According to the book, the crew spent roughly an hour trying to repair the ship before the Devastator showed up, which is where the original Star Wars begins. So, according to that, there was about an hour time between Rogue One and A New Hope where they were doing repairs on the Tantive 4. So, with that in mind, I guess it makes a little more sense.
Yeah, even though the transmissions still weren't beamed to their ship, though. But I can't help but notice that.
Technical issues.
They were not beamed aboard.
No. True. But yeah, so
I don't like that, though. But it was good, but that bothers me.
Ugh.
Come on, doesn't that bother you on some level?
I suppose so.
It's just weird because you have a definitive thing saying something, and then you don't do that.
I know.
It just doesn't make sense.
I don't know why they did it that way, but anyway. But I choose not to.
Especially because they were talking about beaming the fucking plans.
I choose not to dwell on such things.
Well, I don't dwell, but I can't help but notice that.
Duly noted. Okay.
It's ruined. No.
Alright, so.
I'm endangering the mission. I shouldn't have come.
Indeed.
Oh my god, that is funny!
That's what she said.
Is it? So, that'll do it for our topics for this evening. So let's move on to the movie review of the week. And this week, this week, we watched a movie called Things.
Simple enough.
Title. Is it? The title is probably the only simple thing about it. So, alright. Well, the movie came out in 1989. It's unrated. Shocker.
Nobody made it through it long enough.
I know.
Yeah, fuck it.
It was directed by Andrew Jordan, who I have no idea who the fuck that is. He did. He has done a couple other movies.
Oh, he did?
Yep. That was the only one he directed. He was a producer, editor, and writer. on 4 other movies.
Get the fuck out.
Get them. It was written by Andrew Jordan and Barry J. Gillis, who was one of the actors. And starred a bunch of people you've never heard of, except for one reporter who I still don't understand the whole point of her character, was played by porn star Amber Lynn.
But you know, if the porn star is the best actor in your movie, then shit is gone bad.
Yeah, really. Also kind of disappointing that the one porn star in the movie didn't get naked, but hey, whatever.
Well, she was playing a newscaster.
I know, but...
You perv.
Well, it's what she fucking does. Dick.
She has to branch out there.
So, here is an attempt at a synopsis of the film. By the way, she wasn't that great anyway, so...
Cold-blooded.
You know it! An impotent husband, driven by a fanatical desire to father children, forces his wife to undergo a dangerous experiment. The result, the birth of a multitude of monstrous things.
Wow, that makes it
sound like it makes sense.
There was some kind of a narrative.
I know, right? So, this movie is so fucked up that we can't even do our usual good, bad, and nitpicky. Because it
doesn't
just
apply at all.
The movie was such a fucked up mess.
It was like if you were hanging out with a bunch of people, like a bunch of high people decided to start filming a movie.
Yeah. It was
like not a high, like weed high, like serious drug high, like LSD at least.
Oh yeah.
It was like definitely Hunter S. Thompson, but shitty.
Yeah. Shitty Hunter.
It was insane.
It was
and terrible.
So the S in Hunter S. Thompson would stand for shitty. Basically, the story was bad because that synopsis that I just read had almost nothing to do with the actual movie.
Well, all that did happen.
It did.
In such a roundabout way.
Yeah.
Like it got around to those points, but everything between those
was
things
fucked up. So the story was fucked up. The actors were horrible, except
they like overdubbed it. You know.
Oh yeah, it was overdubbed. That was so weird.
Yeah. Well, they usually do that, you know, with movies.
Yeah, but that was bad.
It was bad.
The creatures were bad. The special effects were bad. The settings, even the blood was bad. It was all bad. Everything was bad about this movie. And the whole time we were watching it going, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is this shit?
To give you a good idea, it starts off with this guy that looks like, you know, he's an IT guy from fucking like 1987
yeah,
or whatever. And he's comes in and there's this woman doing laundry or something, and she's got a devil mask on, I guess. And all she does is go laugh like
yeah.
And he's like, I want you to have my baby.
And that's about how good it was. That's about how it sounded too. That was how the acting was.
And he just kept telling her that. She's like, and then she gets naked. And this is like the first 2 minutes of the movie. And then she's like, I already had your baby. She pulls out this bassinet thing, and I think it was one of the creatures that later
it was supposed to be, yeah.
But you couldn't really tell. But
oh man,
I'm like,
the characters were so horrible in this movie.
Yeah, it had little nods to Evil Dead sort of, because they went. It was a guy and his friend were going to visit his brother in a cabin out in the woods.
Right,
was originally the setting. Well, no, that stayed throughout the whole movie. But they found a tape, and they started listening to it, and they were like, it had supposed demonic voices on it. It was and they're like, oh, it's like that movie. And they, you know, I think he said something about Last House on the Left too at one point.
Maybe.
But
yeah, it was just such a mess.
It reminds me of when I used to make home movies.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking that too. Yeah, I'm like,
like you start off with a nugget of an idea, and
right.
then you just kind of trails off.
Yeah,
and
you just kind of. That's what the whole thing felt like somebody's bad home movie.
Yeah,
which is weird, except it had Amber Lynn in it. But that was weird. She played like this news reporter, and they would just every once in a while they'd go over to her reading a news report that
had nothing to do with.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense.
Later on, it seemed like it did.
Like the characters weren't watching the news at any point. Yeah, or anything. It was just like.
Later on, she announced that our main characters that we were following were missing.
Fred and
Dawn.
Dawn, yeah, Fred and Dawn. Ooh. Hey,
but then like, it's so hard to even.
Oh, it was so
because people die, but then they
crazy.
just kind of come back.
Well, Fred, he just kind of disappeared.
Yeah, they were like, they were like, he must get sucked into the mouse hole.
I know, like, why? When did that fucking happen? They didn't even allude to that happening.
Yeah, it was like, I think it went from the newscast to the next scene.
Right, and he was gone.
Doug, the brother they went to visit, was all covered in blood, and they were like, Fred, what happened to Fred? Oh, I got sucked into the mouse hole.
You're like, what mouse? I don't even see a mouse hole.
And then the guy was like, oh, spontaneous combustion, I've seen that. Or
you're like, what?
What the fuck?
What the fuck? But don't fear, because Fred makes an appearance at the end of the movie.
I don't want to ruin it, but
with a fucking sorry, spoiler. He comes back with a chainsaw, trying to kill the little creatures.
Like ants kind of looking.
Yeah, like ants with huge teeth, and I don't know. It's just.
But then the brother died like at least maybe 3 times.
I know, right? He kept dying and coming back, and then it was just.
It's so bad, but it was hilarious.
It didn't. It was fucking hilarious. And it just didn't make
any sense.
You just got to go along for the ride. Don't try to make any sense out of it, because it doesn't make any fucking sense at all. Yeah,
I spent the first 40 minutes going, what the hell is going on?
I know, right?
But then you're just like, I stopped. I was still thinking it, but I just gave up trying to.
We were like, you'd be alternating between laughing your ass off and thinking, what the fuck is going on?
Like, what the fuck? Yeah, because well, like the brother, they go visit the brother, and they're like, they come in, they're knocking, they can't find him. And they'll like start drinking his beer and shit. Yeah. They also had like a tinge of like Strange Brew, like the McKenzie brothers a little bit.
The movie is Canadian. It was made by Canadians in Canada, and
I don't know. It gave me a little. I mean, it's not like that movie, but
but there's a little bit of that in there, little Canadian flavor.
Give me a beer, eh? And then the brother that there was no one, he wasn't there. And then all of a sudden, he just comes out of left field. Like, shut up, Sharon's sleeping, or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, they never acknowledged.
I know, it's like, what?
Never saw him. He was just there all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But he was the guy at the beginning with the devil and I have my baby.
Right. But that was a dream.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Because he woke up from it. And.
But anyway, his wife, she was in bed and she's like, I'm sick. And it was.
Yeah, it was just.
And then she wound up giving birth. And it was those creatures, and she was dead. And they were like, she's dead."
Yeah,
let's close the door.
I don't know what was worse, the acting or the dialogue, but
it was. Yeah, that's a time.
So since we can't do our usual because it just won't fit,
yeah,
let's try to pick something good. Let's each try to pick one good thing out of the movie. I'll let you go first.
Thanks.
One good thing.
One good thing?
One good thing.
Yeah, well, I kind of like that it was completely nuts. I enjoy that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm kind of an off-center kind of dude.
I like that too. You're just like, what? It's it's like a roller coaster.
Yeah, like you don't know what's going to fucking happen. If you want to see what happens, I don't know. But I was mainly in for the ride. But then by the end, I was kind of like,
yeah. All right, so I'll pick one good thing. I would say the character Dawn there had a pretty sweet mullet.
It was nice.
It was nice. Yeah. I don't know. Like, yeah. I don't even know what more to say about this movie.
Yeah. I think it's worth a watch. It's only like an hour and 20 minutes, so maybe.
An hour and 23 minutes.
but
I think is the official.
it felt long.
It did.
Because you can only take madness for so long, and then you're like, okay, let's fucking wrap this up, or have some kind of a fucking plot to move forward on here or something.
Yeah, but I think if you're a listener of this show and you like the sort of same type of things that we do like this, I think it's worth checking out.
Yeah,
Just
I definitely.
Like, what the fuck is?
It was a worthy experience, I think. That's what it says at the very end. It says you've experienced things.
Yeah, and I actually did feel that. I was like, yeah, that was an experience.
It definitely was.
So I don't know. Should we give it a final rating?
What is it again with the 2 and then there's sometimes the 0.5s you could do.
So 1 is a total crap movie.
Okay.
It's just total. Well, 0 is a total crap.
It's bad,
movie.
but not good.
Right.
We're doing 0 now again?
No, you can't. If it's really a bad movie that we can't even sit through, that would just be a 0. Just say fuck it, it's a 0. Okay. A 1 would be a movie that's bad,
but not good.
Okay,
I remember that.
It's just a bad movie, but not one the way that
that's like that, so bad it's good kind of thing.
You can sit through it. 2 is a movie that's bad, but still worth watching because there's some fun elements, even if it's just to make fun of it. And 3 is a normal movie, an average, boring movie. 4 is the movie that's so good it's bad.
So wait a minute, is 2 better than 3 technically? Would I mean a 2 movie be more fun to watch than a 3 movie?
Fuck me, you're right.
Well, no, I'm asking you. I'm not saying
I think you're right. So maybe we should switch that.
Oh, fuck. Right when people could get used to it.
I know.
We gotta change it up.
We like to mix things up, folks. Sorry about that. Yeah, so alright, so we'll do that. So 1 is a movie that's
bad but not good.
Bad but not good. Just a bad movie.
It's bad.
Just a bad. But not unwatchable bad, just bad. And 2 will be a movie that's that's just kind of meh. Just it's a movie.
Yeah,
you're just like whatever.
Good, bad, whatever.
Yeah. And 3 will be a movie. Jesus. 3. That means you'd have to change some of our old ratings, but that's right. 3.
Oh.
Well, we're not actually going to do that.
Oh yeah.
Just.
Yeah, we don't have it written anywhere.
Just
we're just gonna go punch it back in.
Well,
I give it up. 3. I don't.
3.5.
Get on it by next week. I want all of them queued up so we can just
sure. I'll fucking
punch in.
Yeah, I'll get right on it.
That'd be funny though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to record do a recording of these though, so we can always have it. So 3 is a movie that is shit.
I thought that was the 0.
Yeah, it is.
It's like who was on first right now.
See, that's it. A movie that's complete shit is 0. 3 would be a movie that is bad, but still...
But somewhat...
But you can still find some enjoyment in watching it, even if it's just to make fun of it or whatever. So for that... So 4 would be a movie that's so bad it's good.
Okay.
And 5 would be an actual good movie.
Okay.
Okay?
Could you go through that one more time?
Oh, for fucking sake, son of a...
No, I got it.
Actually, we could have movies that we've seen to
horror. Zombie.
That's gonna be the fucking title.
Grandfather.
Horror, zombie, grandfather.
Yabba, dabba.
But like, you can say so 4 is a movie that's so bad it's good, and then you can have like the Kiss in the Phantom of the Park as the example movie. Anyway, so with that in mind,
wait, would the Kiss be a 4 or a 5?
Kiss is a 4.
Okay,
it's so bad it's good.
Okay,
because it was not good.
Yeah,
but it was so bad it's good.
Okay,
5 is an actual good movie.
Okay,
and that would be like
never gonna happen on the show.
No, it's happened. Turbo Kid, well, not on the show.
Yeah.
Turbo Kid, that was a good movie.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah.
No, that was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, man. And then, of course, you can do, like, the point. If you don't, if you want, you can do, like, a 0.5 whatever.
Oh, yeah.
If you feel the need.
Oh, sure.
So with that in mind, what are we going to give this movie?
I would say a 3 on our new thing.
I would agree with that.
Which is bad, but somewhat enjoyable.
Right.
I don't know if it's... I was really liking it, and then it felt like it went on too long.
Yeah, agreed.
So if it was shorter, it probably would have bumped that up to a 4.
Right.
But I think a 3.
Okay. Yeah, I'll agree with that. So that we'll give it a 3.
I mean, it's fucking terrible, but
it's fucking.
It was funny.
It was fun to watch. Yeah.
It's unbelievable. That.
I know. I'm like, what? How? All right. So that'll be it. That'll do it. Yeah. My brain is fried now. So that'll cover the movie. So we're all set. Give it a 3. All right. So I guess that'll be the end of the show then.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
All right.
Any other business?
Yeah.
Anything else?
No. Yeah. Well, other than the the usual. Follow us on Twitter at KOTFR.
Oh yeah.
Find us on Facebook. Keepers of the Fringe.
The Stitcher thing,
Stitcher,
right?
Stitcher,
listen notes.
Listen notes. Castbox.
Castbox.
That's the app I use on my phone. Of course, iTunes. Give us a rating and a review. We certainly appreciate it. We'd love you for it. You'll be our number 1 fan.
We'll love you a long time.
We'll love you a long time. And then again, we have a YouTube channel. I haven't done anything on it recently, but I'm going to. I promise. I swear.
Slacky McGee over here.
I fucking swear. I'm gonna put.
Me and Slacky McGee.
I'll make you this promise. I am going to put this episode up on YouTube.
Slacky McGee.
I promise you.
Yeah, there's too much of a gap though. I don't know if anybody watches on YouTube.
But anyway,
I think we'd have to do actual videos, but
yeah,
I don't really want to do that.
I don't really either.
Know.
But we'll see. Anyway, yeah. Oh yeah, and then there's email. You can email us at keepersofthefringe@gmail.com. And I think that covers pretty much everything. Thanks for listening. We appreciate you. We really do.
Thank you. We really do.
We'd love to hear from you. So yeah. Thoughts,
you
comments,
can still send us snacks.
Suggestions, snacks.
We need like a P.O. box, so we don't want our actual addresses.
Email us.
Not because we think you're crazy and nothing bad. No reason. It's us, not you.
No, yeah.
With snacks.
It's sure. Okay.
Bacon's good.
Bacon's always good.
I don't know how that goes through the mail, though.
Yeah.
Probably not that good. Jerky. A nice jerky.
They have bacon jerky.
There you go.
That's good shit.
Problem solved.
Problem solved. Bacon jerky. Sounds some bacon jerky. We love the jerky. Love the bacon. We love our.
We'll get on the P.O. box.
We love our bacon and we love the jerky.
That's our after hours show.
Oh,
hey.
All right. Speaking of things going on too long, I think this episode has gone on too long, so I think we'll just end it.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right.
Thanks, beef jerky.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Not
Horizontal grandfather. It's like a freaking army code or something. Like, Foxtrot Tango fucking horizontal grandfather. All right, sorry.
All right, so thanks again for listening, for listening to this shit, because we appreciate it. We appreciate you listening.
Imagine if we get paid for this.
Imagine.
That would be really...
We'd be fired.
Yeah.
All right, so anyway. So, as always, I'm Derek. He's Chris. We are the Keepers of Fringe, and we are signing off. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Bye. Beef. Turkey.
Horror. Zombie.
Beef whores. What?
Anyway.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say beef horror. No. Horror. I was going to go into horror zombie grandfather. But then anyway, so in the immortal words of Eric Cartman.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
like movies.
That's a good start.
Oh, shit!